Mary Brown's perfect date with Ron marks a hopeful new chapter on Sister Wives, and it's one that has truly warmed fans' hearts. In the ever-changing world of the show, few storylines have resonated as deeply as Mary's journey toward love after her long, often painful marriage to Cody Brown. Hello, friends. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well, by God's grace. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and ringing that bell so you don't miss any updates. As we moved through late 2025, viewers were treated to a touching sneak peek that quickly became the talk of the fandom. Mary shared that she had gone on what she called a perfect date with Ron, a kind, charming man she met during a speed dating event earlier in season 20. This moment, shown in exclusive TLC clips, wasn't just about romance. It symbolized Mary's strength, growth, and willingness to open her heart again. Headlines like Sister Wives, Mary Goes on a Perfect Date with Ron popped up across entertainment sites such as Access Online and Yahoo Entertainment around December 31st, 2025. The buzz teased an upcoming episode where Mary steps out with Ron in a setting that feels natural, relaxed, and genuinely happy. While TLC kept many details under wraps to avoid spoilers, the clips we did see told a powerful story. Mary looked radiant, laughing easily, clearly comfortable, and emotionally present in a way fans hadn't witnessed in years. Ron, whom Mary and her close circle describe as sincere, easygoing, and supportive, seems to bring out a lighter side of her. It's the kind of connection that doesn't feel forced or rushed, just two people enjoying each other's company. And sometimes, that's the most meaningful thing of all. To really understand why this moment matters, we need to look back at Mary's journey. Now 54, Mary Brown was Cody Brown's first wife, entering plural marriage in 1990. That marriage later became the foundation of Sister Wives when the show premiered in 2010. Over time, the family expanded to include Sister Wives Janelle, Christine, and Robin, along with 18 children. Mary and Cody share one child, Leon Brown, who has largely chosen a more private life. But behind the scenes, Mary's marriage was far from easy. She endured years of emotional distance from Cody, followed by the widely known catfishing scandal in 2015, which placed even more strain on an already fragile relationship. In 2022, after 32 years together, Mary and Cody announced their separation. By 2024, Mary officially received a release from the church, closing a deeply significant chapter of her life. Starting over in her 50s was both intimidating and freeing, a mix many viewers could relate to. After the separation, Mary focused on rebuilding herself. She moved to Parowan, Utah, where she runs Lizzie's Heritage Inn, and she launched her clothing line Worthy Up. She's spoken openly about therapy, self-reflection, and learning, sometimes the hard way, to put her own happiness first. In interviews, Mary has been clear about what she wants now. A confident, kind, respectful partner who treats her as an equal, not an afterthought. Her dating life has appeared on the show from time to time. After a brief, amicable relationship with Amos Andrews in early 2024, Mary realized they weren't the right match. Instead of getting discouraged, she chose patience and clarity. That mindset led into season 20's speed dating episode in October 2025, where, with encouragement from her close friend Jen Sullivan, Mary decided to give dating another try. And that's where the spark with Ron began. The speed dating event in Salt Lake City turned out to be a real turning point for Mary. She approached it with a mix of nerves and cautious optimism, ready to meet a range of potential matches. Some encounters were, well, less than memorable. One man even made an awkward polygamy joke, which Mary shut down immediately with a firm, "I don't like dumb jokes." Others were simply forgettable. Then came Ron. From the moment they sat across from each other, the spark was undeniable. Mary later admitted she was drawn to his confidence, charm, and shared passions, dogs, travel, and good conversation. They quickly found common ground talking about love languages and favorite destinations. The timer that marked the end of each mini-date barely seemed to matter. In his confessional, Ron admitted he was immediately excited. Connections like that are rare, he said. Jen Sullivan, Mary's close friend, revealed she had pre-screened Ron, confident he'd be a good fit for Mary. After the event, Mary described him with a laugh. 6 feet tall, handsome, there's that. Fans on Reddit and across social media quickly took notice, dubbing him a standout and hoping this budding connection would blossom. Fast forward a few episodes, and it's clear things are moving along. Clips from late 2025 show Mary inviting Ron into her world, including a fundraising event close to Jen's heart. Ron arrives enthusiastically, blending effortlessly with Mary's friends and participating in activities with ease. Mary beams in her confessional, saying he fits, while Ron echoes the sentiment, admitting dating in your 50s is different. Meeting someone genuine, easy to talk to, it feels great. Just being invited by Mary made me feel special. The perfect date preview builds on this foundation. While the full episode keeps some details under wraps, it teases a casual, intimate outing filled with laughter, conversation, and perhaps a hint of romance. Mary calls it super fun, a welcome contrast to the emotional neglect she endured in her past marriage. Her friends, especially Jen, rave about Ron, noting how supportive and engaged he is, approval that matters deeply to Mary, who has carefully rebuilt her life around strong, positive relationships outside the Brown family drama. Why does this resonate with viewers? Mary's date with Ron is more than tabloid gossip. It's a symbol of hope. After years of struggling for affection in a plural marriage that left her feeling undervalued, seeing her genuinely happy feels redemptive. Fans on platforms like Reddit have mixed feelings, some skeptical it's staged, but many are cheering for her. Comments highlight her emotional growth, her radiant glow from embracing health and happiness, and her relatable vulnerability, navigating midlife dating, awkward moments, and sparks of possibility. This storyline also stands in stark contrast to the ongoing Brown family drama. While Cody tries to navigate monogamy with Robin and offers awkward apologies to his ex-wives, Mary is moving forward with intention, not desperation. Christine has found her own happiness with David Woolley, and Janelle embraces independence. And Mary? She's dating on her own terms. Adding even more intrigue, Christine Brown stunned viewers and her husband David Woolley by revealing she and her ex-husband Cody are third cousins once removed. This unexpected twist adds yet another layer to the complex tapestry of Sister Wives history. The bombshell revelation came during the December 28, 2025 episode of Sister Wives, sending fans into a whirlwind of discussion about just how tightly intertwined these fundamentalist Mormon polygamous communities can be. In a candid confessional with her husband, David Woolley, Christine Brown dropped the news she and her ex-husband Cody are actually blood relatives. Reflecting on her upbringing, Christine explained, "I knew growing up that I would have to marry a convert because I was literally related to everybody in the church." She added, laughing, "I did marry a convert, but I was still related to him too." David's reaction, "That's not cool," was met with a quick clarification from Christine. It's perfectly legal. Third cousins once removed is fully legal. Polygamy isn't, but being third cousins once removed? Totally fine. Former sister wife Janelle Brown chimed in with context, noting that fans and family had joked about them being cousins for years. "It's such a distant relation," Janelle said. "In polygamous families, this kind of thing happens all the time. It wasn't like we were seeing each other at every family reunion, it was very distant, but the cousin jokes were always there. It's just a small community." Christine's revelation also shines a light on how she met her fiancé David Woolley. Born into polygamy royalty as the granddaughter of OB leader Rulon Allred, Christine grew up in a world where dating options often included distant relatives. Cody, a convert to the faith, was supposed to be an outsider match, but genealogy had other plans. For those unfamiliar, here's what third cousins once removed means. Third cousins share great-great-grandparents. Once removed indicates a generational difference. One person is one generation further from the shared ancestor. Legally, this is far beyond any prohibited degree of kinship. And in the U.S., marriages between third cousins or more distant relatives are permitted everywhere, with minimal genetic risk. Christine pointed out the irony. Completely legal, unlike polygamy itself. Fans had speculated on Reddit since 2020, guessing they might be fourth cousins through shared Allred ancestry. The show confirmed it's actually third cousins once removed, rooted in the prolific Allred lineage that dominates OB history. The Browns family web doesn't stop there. Christine's grandfather, Rulon C. Allred, had multiple wives and dozens of children, creating an expansive family tree. Cody's maternal side traces back through Allred branches as well, linking him and Christine through distant shared ancestors like William Morid and Orisa Angela Bates. Other connections include Janelle's mother marrying Cody's father, making Janelle and Cody step-siblings, and Robin's ex-husband David Jessup reportedly being Christine's first cousin and Cody's third cousin. In these closed communities, overlapping bloodlines are common, as faith and family intertwine across generations. The timing of this revelation adds weight, coming after years of watching the Browns navigate love, marriage, and separation. For viewers, it's a surprising yet fascinating glimpse into the intricate family dynamics that shape life and love within the OB. The December 28, 2025 episode of Sister Wives delivered another jaw-dropping moment, this time amid Cody's ongoing apology tour, where he's been attempting to reconcile with his ex-wives while staying monogamously married to Robin. Christine Brown, who spiritually married Cody in 1994 and shares 6 children with him, Aspen, Michael T., Pawn, Gwen, Isabel, and Truly, left in 2021 and legally married David Woolley in October 2023. Dropping the news that she and Cody are third cousins once removed feels almost like Christine reclaiming the narrative. Even with emotional, familial, and now biological ties to Cody, Christine is thriving independently. Her glow-up, weight loss, and joyful new marriage with David stand in sharp contrast to the ongoing family drama. Fans reacted with a mix of shock, laughter, and understanding. I gasped. One Reddit user wrote, "Third cousins once removed? In small religious communities, everyone's related somehow. No big deal." Christine delivered her line with characteristic subtle shade. Polygamy may be illegal, she seemed to say, but this is perfectly fine. Iconic. Since leaving Cody, Christine has fully embraced monogamy, launched successful ventures like her cooking show, and built a loving partnership with David. This revelation doesn't overshadow her happiness. If anything, it underscores her resilience, acknowledging her roots while moving confidently forward. For viewers, it adds yet another layer to the Browns' complex family dynamics, and it highlights a truth many can relate to. Some family ties are unbreakable, even when romantic ones dissolve. The scene itself was casual, but packed a punch. Christine and David were discussing her past when she casually dropped the relative reveal. David's wide-eyed wow perfectly mirrored the audience reaction. Former sister wife, Janelle Brown, offered her own perspective in a confessional, downplaying the drama. There was always this joke about how they were cousins, but they're so distantly related, it's ridiculous. In polygamous families, this kind of thing happens all the time. It wasn't like you'd see each other at every family reunion, it's just a very distant connection. Christine, now 53, explained matter-of-factly that her upbringing in the tight-knit Apostolic United Brethren polygamous community meant her dating pool was limited. I knew growing up that I would have to marry a convert because I was literally related to everybody in the church. I did marry a convert, but I was still related to him too. When David reacted in surprise, she clarified with a laugh, "Third cousins once removed is fully legal. Polygamy is not, But being third cousins once removed from Cody? Totally fine. The revelation quickly dominated headlines across People, Daily Mail, E! Online, and US Weekly, with terms like shocking and bombshell leading coverage. Fans flooded social media with everything from disbelief to amusement, while those familiar with ob dynamics noted that distant relations like this are quite common in tight-knit religious communities. In context, the relationship between Christine and Cody was always distant, and the cousin jokes were more playful than serious. Janelle's commentary helps clarify this. In their small, tight-knit community, the connection is so remote it barely registers. But for mainstream viewers, who often see the Browns' plural marriage through a lens of curiosity or fascination, this revelation lands like a twist straight out of a soap opera. So, what does third cousins once removed actually mean? Put simply, third cousins share great-great-grandparents. The once removed part indicates a generational difference. One person is a generation further from the shared ancestor. In most places, including Utah, marriages between third cousins or more distant relatives are completely legal and carry very little genetic risk. For diehard fans, this isn't entirely new. As early as 2020, Reddit users in the RTTL Sister Wives community had explored genealogy, suggesting that Cody and Christine were fourth cousins through shared Allred ancestry, a prominent polygamous lineage. The on-show confirmation upgrades the connection to third cousins once removed. But the essential takeaway remains: it's a very distant tie, rooted in the tightly woven networks of fundamentalist Mormon families. Christine comes from what some might call polygamy royalty. Her grandfather, Rulon Allred, was a leader in the Apostolic United Brethren until his assassination in 1977. Cody, a convert, came into this world later, but family lines inevitably crossed. Christine herself noted that marrying a convert was her plan to avoid close familial ties. But as fate would have it, even distant family lines had a way of intervening. Timing makes this reveal hit especially hard. The confessional aired mid-season during Cody's ongoing apology tour as he attempts reconciliations with his 3 ex-wives, Christine, Janelle, and Mary, while remaining married monogamously to Robin. Christine, who left Cody in November 2021 after 27 years of spiritual marriage and 6 children, Aspen, Michael Ty, Pon, Gwendolyn, Isabel, and Truly, has thrived since. She married David Woolley in a beautiful October 2023 ceremony and frequently shares glimpses of her happiness. Dropping this familial bombshell now feels almost cheeky, a reminder that no matter how far Christine has moved on emotionally and geographically with David in Utah, she and Cody remain linked not just by their kids, but by blood. It's a subtle underscore of the inescapable ties in polygamous culture. As expected, fans had mixed reactions. Many gasped in surprise. Others laughed, shrugging that, of course, everyone in that community is related somehow. Some defended it, noting that third cousins once removed are basically strangers. One even pointed out, "My grandparents were second cousins." That's common in many cultures. A few viewers expressed discomfort, acknowledging the distance, but still finding it a little uncanny. This reveal also highlights broader dynamics in closed religious communities, where limited dating pools can lead to intermarriages among distant relatives. Historians note similar patterns in early Mormon history and in modern fundamentalist groups. And Christine and Cody aren't the only ones with surprising family ties. Earlier in the season, Janelle revealed that her mother married Cody's father, making Janelle and Cody step-siblings in addition to spiritual spouses, a twist that aired in November 2025 and added yet another layer to the Browns' already intricate family web. These recent revelations really highlight just how deeply plural families can intertwine through both marriage and blood, creating bonds that linger long after romantic relationships end. Christine's story is a perfect example of moving forward with grace. Since leaving Cody, she's undergone a remarkable transformation. She's lost weight, launched Cooking with Just Christine, built a strong social media presence, and found a genuine partnership with David Woolley, whom she calls her soulmate. Meanwhile, Cody continues to grapple with the collapse of his plural family, often appearing defensive on the show. Importantly, this distant blood relation with Cody doesn't diminish Christine's narrative of empowerment, it enhances it. She's free from the constraints of plural marriage, yet she can still acknowledge the cultural roots that shaped her. As she told David with a smile, "It's all legal and now fully public." That combination of honesty, humor, and confidence is part of why fans admire her journey so much. Meanwhile, Janelle Brown has been reflecting on her own path, sparking speculation that her time on Sister Wives may be coming to an end. In late December 2025, the 56-year-old mother of 6 shared thoughtful posts on Instagram about her reality TV experience and personal growth. She wrote, "It's strange to have people feel like they know you based on moments captured on screen. It's a real version, yes, but not the whole thing, the private thoughts or the quiet heartbreaks." Earlier in December, she shared a reel reflecting on life changes, saying, "I used to think I'd broken at certain points in my life. Leaving the show, leaving a marriage, starting over at an age where everyone expects you to have it all figured out." She reframed these experiences as moments of growth, opportunities to shed old expectations and versions of herself. Fans and outlets including the Ashley's Reality Roundup, E! Online, and Daily Mail interpreted these posts as hints that Janelle is ready to move on, especially following her 2022 spiritual separation from Cody. Janelle's journey on Sister Wives has been one of evolution. She joined the Brown family in 1993 as Cody's second spiritual wife, bringing a practical, independent energy that often contrasted with the more emotional dynamics of the plural marriage. Viewers first met her in 2010 when Sister Wives premiered, capturing life in Lehi, Utah, before the family's moves to Las Vegas and Flagstaff, Arizona. Often seen as the logical, grounded wife, Janelle worked outside the home, managed finances, and prioritized career and children over drama. Early seasons highlighted her close bond with Christine and occasional tensions with Mary and Robin. As the family grew to 18 children, Janelle gave birth to 6: Logan, Madison, Maddie, Hunter, Garrison, Gabriel, and Savannah. Over time, the show's focus evolved, especially during the COVID-19 era, seasons 16, 18, when stricter rules, Cody-strained relationships, and family tension led to estrangements and ultimately Janelle's separation in December 2022. Recent seasons 19 and 20, airing through early 2026, have focused on the fallout, asset divisions including the April 2025 sale of Coyote Pass, Cody's public apologies, and Janelle's pursuit of spiritual release from her former church. In confessionals, her reflections have often been introspective, revealing a woman embracing growth, loss, and the possibility of entirely new beginnings. Janelle has shown remarkable resilience, though she's not afraid to reveal her emotions, especially when reflecting on the heartbreaking loss of her son Garrison in March 2024. Beyond grief, she's been navigating complex financial matters, including filing for division of assets, which she has said contributes to why the show's portrayal of her feels incomplete. In a December 19th post, she reflected on a common reality TV dilemma. "For so long, I felt like I was running to catch up with the version of me the world created." Fans have often seen Janelle as stoic and unflappable, but off camera, she's been managing profound grief, personal reinvention, and ongoing family disputes. In season 20 previews, she opens up about seeking a spiritual divorce with her daughter Maddie, even voicing concerns about whether her former church will approve. This candidness is a marked contrast to her earlier, strong and silent public image. Her self-declared 2025 detox further emphasizes this shift. Janelle committed to clearing what no longer serves me, including mental clutter, unhealthy habits, and possibly toxic ties. Many fans interpret this as extending to the show itself, which often revisits old wounds. Her social media activity in December 2025 builds a narrative of closure and renewal. On December 19th, she addressed the strangeness of public perception. On December 21st, she explicitly cited leaving the show as a transformative life event. On December 23rd, she shared excitement about her new life after 50 with farm updates from Tata Farms. And on December 29th, she reflected on self-discovery post-cameras. She also highlighted her move to North Carolina to launch a business with Maddie, calling it her second chapter. It's nothing I ever pictured for myself, but now that I'm in it, it's like my whole body finally said, "Oh, this is what we've needed." No official word has come from Janelle or TLC regarding season 21, but speculation is rampant. With Christine thriving in monogamy, Mary exploring new ventures, and the show's focus shifting to Cody and Robin's monogamous marriage, many wonder if the series still aligns with Janelle's journey. Since separating from Cody, Janelle has fully embraced independence. She relocated to Choctaw, North Carolina, where she co-owns Tata Farms, a 156-acre flower farm, with Maddie and her family. Recent posts show her glowing in the simplicity of farm life, a sharp contrast to the drama in Flagstaff. She remains close to her children and to Christine, but distances herself from ongoing family conflicts. Her focus now is on healing, spirituality, and building her business, suggesting a desire for privacy. Fans have responded with overwhelming support, many encouraging her to step away from the cameras. "Enough is enough," one fan wrote. Others hope for occasional updates. As one commenter summed it up, "You've given us 20 seasons. Now live for you."